and I don't want you to get lost in the sauce. Beautiful party people, this is Trego with Trego the DJ, and we are back with some unsolicited wedding advice because no one asked for it. That's right. I had so much fun on our last video where we talked about how much you should spend on your wedding DJ. And we realized once we get up to a certain threshold, it's all about personality. It's all about connection. It's all about having that warm, fuzzy feeling with your DJ that this is somebody that I can trust. But as I've done some market research, as I figured out what other people are saying you should ask your wedding DJ at the initial consultation before you booked, there is a lot of waste of time out there. Let's get into the questions you should not ask your wedding DJ. Oh man, we are starting off with a good one. May we speak to your references? No, it's the 21st century. There are online reviews for a reason. That is good enough. Could you imagine being on the other side? I rock your wedding. I call you up and I say, hey, I have this couple. Do you mind talking to them and making sure that I would be a good fit for their wedding? No, don't bother them. And DJs, please don't ask your couples to do that. Will we meet again before the wedding? Could you imagine if you didn't? As you plan through the wedding, it's going to get more and more into focus what you want and what is important to you. So let's talk closer to the wedding. That should be a given. How often do you keep your music collection up to date? I am a professional DJ MC. How often do you brush your teeth? How often do you wash your hair? It is a constant cycle. I am constantly getting music from friends, from family, sharing crates, Spotify lists, everything. This is my life. This is what I do every single day. That's such a crazy question. What will you wear to our wedding? Whatever came back from the dry cleaners that week. What will you wear when you set up and break down your equipment? I mean, you're not even gonna be there. What's the point? Who cares? What kind of equipment do you use? And you might think that this is a good question, but it is a bad question. It is going to stress you out and it is going to confuse you. I am going to make it sound perfect and I don't want you to get lost in the sauce. Do you have a light show? The question should be, do you have lighting incorporated in your package? But I just thought that was funny. I mean, this is the prime example of why this is a terrible list. Do you have a light show? What sets you apart from your competition? In theory, this is a good question, but it's ultimately going to kind of paralyze the person that you're asking the question to. I mean, what makes me different than my next door neighbor or my wife or my baby or other DJs? I don't know. You either like this or you don't. I'm going to show up to your wedding and I'm going to rock it, or you should go with somebody else, you know? How far in advance do I need to book you for my wedding? Well, if you're talking to me right now, you should probably book me as soon as you know I'm the guy for you. This last one is like, I can't even believe it. Do you offer a written contract? What is this? The Wild Wild West? Of course I offer a contract. If somebody doesn't offer you a contract, run the other way. Oh, like, you know, I'm really not into the whole IRS thing. If you could just like, you know, Venmo me and like use a different emoji, that would be great. Unbelievable. You're going to feel these red flags pop up, or you're going to feel this comfort soothe yourself. And at the end of the day, that is way more important than these stupid questions. Next week, we are going to get into the overall objectives of your initial consultation and what questions you should be asking to have a constructive communication with your DJ to make sure that this is somebody that you trust on your big day. Again, this is just my unsolicited wedding advice, and this was a really fun one. I might start ripping apart stuff more often because it's just fun. Do you have a written contract? This is my unsolicited wedding advice. You know the drill. It's Trego, out.